the battle of Griselda Blanco, the cocaine godmother, the Black Widow. Griselda Blanco was called the Black Widow because of how her two husbands were dead, and how it was somehow aligned to her being the one that killed both of her husbands. Now, she returned back to Miami in the late 1970s. She became a major distributor in the US. She was bringing in about 3,400 pounds of drugs into the US and distributing it around. I think she was making $80 million in revenue, and she had power. Griselda Blanco had power, and she was very violent. She invented a motorcycle assassination where there be two riders in a motorcycle, one will be riding and one will shoot the bullets. In 1978, she married her third husband, which his name is Darius Sepulveda, and together they had a son called Michael Corleone, which she named after one actor that acted in The Godfathers. It was custody dispute. Sepulveda Darius kidnapped Michael and took him to Colombia, and after him and Griselda Blanco were no longer together, Griselda was hungry and hired a hitman to kill this guy in Colombia and bring her son back. 1984-85, Griselda Blanco was facing pressures. The DEA was onto her and wanted her arrested. She was facing pressure in Miami, then she moved to California. Eventually, in 1985, she was arrested by the US DEA. She was dragged for drug trafficking, money laundering, and murders, and she was convicted and served 20 years in prison. Her three first sons, Ube, Dixon, and the last one, were killed. They were killed by what they joined. They were killed by the business they were into. She was released in 2004 and was deported back to Colombia. And she lived another extra decade in Colombia. In 2012, when she went to a butchering shop. As she was coming out, she was killed by the same method she invented. Two guys on a motorcycle, one driving and one shooting. There she was at the age of 69, September 3, 2012. She was shot dead in front of the butchering shop.